Most people are taking too long in confession. If we're honest with ourselves, the average penitent should be taking no more than 2 minutes in the sacrament of confession. In fact, most confessions should be shorter than that. But it's not uncommon in my experience to find people taking 5, 8, even 10 plus minutes in the confessional. Now, this is a problem, especially because most parishes only offer confession once or twice a week, and sometimes for no more than 40, 45 minutes at a time. Now, don't get me wrong, it's great that people are going to confession, but we gotta get those lines moving a little bit. I've missed confession more than 5 times in the past year, simply because people were taking too long in the confessional. Now, what's the root of this? Since I'm not in the confessional, I can't know, and since I'm not gonna walk up to people and ask them, I guess I'll never know for sure. But if I had to guess, it would be one of a few things. Number one, people are waiting too long between confession. Again, it's great that people are going to confession, but you're supposed to be confessing frequently. You should not be waiting more than a month between confessions. Some people are just waiting too long, and so they're taking too long in there. Number two, people are not making a good examination of conscience. They're not arranging or ordering their sins according to number and kind. They're not prepared, in other words. So they get in there and they hem and haw and they yap, and it's taking up too much time. When you go to confession, you should probably do something like this. Tell the priest how long it's been. You state your vocation, your state in life. Like I say, I'm a married man with children. And then you list your sins by number and kind. And when you're done, you say, I'm sorry for these and all sins, all the sins of my past life, something like that. And then the priest may have some words of guidance, of counsel for you, and maybe not. He's going to tell you what he wants you to do for your penance. He's going to ask you to say the act of contrition, then he gives you absolution, and that's it. That should take no more than a minute, 2 minutes at most. I also think that maybe people are taking advantage of the confessional to use it as a kind of counseling. That's a separate thing. And if you need more time for that, you can call the parish, you can arrange time with your priest or pastor, or you can find a good counselor. But the confessional is not the place for that. The other problem, I think, is, because I've done this myself in the past, is people are telling stories or making excuses for their sins. None of this belongs in the confessional, so let's try to remember to speed it up. I don't know, I ran into this today, and it's kind of annoying sometimes that you're running late, or sometimes you miss it altogether because you just want to go to confession and you want to take part in the sacrament, and people are taking entirely too long.